you can't find a job to pay that money back and maintain a way of living at the same time. So you have to maintain a way of living and not pay the damn loan back.
Right.
So it's one of the fucking other. Of course you're going to get your fucking apartment and get your car and try to live a damn life, instead of paying the fucking loan back. So these are the things that Esau, the so-called white man, traps us up with. Yeah. These grievous fucking laws. And the scripture said in Isaiah 10:1 that Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah is going to destroy him. That's right. Destruction to him.
And I was going to say, I know this Simeonite, like you explained with the school, I know this Simeonite at work. He went to school, right? He got I believe, associates or bachelors and everything else. But guess what? He can't find a job. He told me he couldn't find a job. You know where he ended up working? At a fucking distribution center, busting his ass, man. And you know what else he said? He said that the one job that he wanted to get, that he went to school for, he's making more money at fucking Walmart anyway. So now he got all these bills and fees for school, It's a fucking one big trap, man. It's one big trap.
If I can say this,
like one big trap.
A lot of people say that, they're going to college, they're in college or some shit like that. They'll say, oh, so you must be in debt, or you're probably in a lot of debt or something like that. They'll say something similar to that. And then you got people that say, oh, no, I got, I grants and stuff like that, paid for all that, and they're all happy and shit. Well, guess what? You ain't gonna fucking find a job any damn way, right?
Which is what happened to him. Which is what happened.
They pay like 80% or 90%.
The one kid said he was going to be a teacher. I'm like, oh, he said some shit about how he's a lot of money. I'm like, oh, that's probably a big hole you're gonna dig yourself into. He was like, oh no. He goes, they paid for it all. And then when I was leaving, I'm thinking, yeah, but you ain't gonna fucking find a teaching job anyways, because all these schools around
the schools are closing down.
Yeah.
The schools are closing down because they can't afford to keep them open.
Yeah. You have schools around our area. On Fridays, they shut them down early because of the electric bill, to save electric bill and stuff. So every Friday, they'll shut it down on Friday to save electricity and save,
Yeah, a lot of schools are getting cut. Yeah, and the whole point was he went to school and he ended up at a job where he made more money anyways. But now the difference is, with that degree he has, now he owes all them loans with interest.
In his building.
So he wasted his time. He might as well just applied and then called it a day. Fuck school. Because he didn't learn a damn thing anyway.
Yep, and that's how Esau traps us up, traps our people up.
Yeah.
I just watched this video on the brother Shimon. He had on his site called The Vile Kingdom. He had this. There was I guess an Edomite or whatever like that, videotaping a Jake in Boston, and he had his PhD, I think, in 2 degrees, and he was homeless. He was I think he was like 50 years old or something, pretty old, but he had 2 degrees, a PhD, and he was fucking homeless. So,
and because really at the end of the day, and Esau will even tell you this, at the end of the day, it ain't about what degree you have, it's about how much ass you kiss.
Yeah, who you know.
Right. Because that's what the white man does. All he does is bend over. And then when Jake wants a high position, what do? They got to bend over, right? That's really what it comes down to. That's how it's done in this society.
And those degrees and PhDs and all those fucking diplomas is just a piece of fucking paper.
Yeah, a piece of fucking paper, man.
Yeah,
they don't justify you in anything that you fucking do.
It's not going to save you in the day of the Lord's judgment, right?
And then you got assholes that are going to say, well, why don't you go and get your own piece of land? Because you ain't going to fucking own that land to raise cattle, to live on your own like that, man. And secondly, even if we were to like raise a farm to take care of our families and all that, right? And say, fuck this system. Wait a minute, there's still poison in the air, right? There's still poison. The seed are all genetically modified, so you ain't even fucking eating real food anyways. So this whole thing has got to go completely 100% gone, goodbye, be done with it, destroyed, okay? The whole nine, man, it's got to go. Everything's just got to go. There ain't no fucking, the only solution is America's got to be destroyed.
Right.
And the so-called white man's got to go into slavery along with the other nations. That is literally the answer. That's the key. You want the key? That's the key. That's what you want. The kingdom, man, of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah.
Appreciate it.
That's the key.
It's Revelations.
Exodus.
Revelations 14:8. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Right, so read it again from the top.
Revelations 14:8. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, is fallen.
Right, so Babylon is fallen, is fallen. Babylon is referring to America. All right, so America is fallen, right?
A great city.
Right, what great city is that referring to? The city of confusion, right? Because that's all you have is nothing but fucking confusion, man. Like, I'll give you an example. Like that guy earlier asking us about the Canaanites and stuff like that. There would be no confusion. He would know who the Canaanites are if America wouldn't allow all this bullshit philosophies and religion to go on. Because isn't that what they so-called have here in America? Freedom of religion. Do believe what you want to believe in. Be a freak if you want to fucking be a freak. Which, wait a minute, goes against their own penal systems. You know, when you look at it, because you can't do anything that you want, but behind closed doors, you can do whatever you want. Which don't fly with the Most High, all right? That's not the way it's supposed to go down, all right? You got real laws to follow, which is in the scriptures, all right? And that's what it's gonna be. We're gonna be a nation of laws, a kingdom of laws. That's what our kingdom's gonna be about. The laws of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, not no fucking penal codes, all right? And we're gonna put hell on you other nations, all right? But go ahead, read that again. In Revelations
14 and 8. There followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, is fallen.
Right, and you see that Babylon is falling. It is falling, man. You got all kinds of places catching hell, all right? Them Philly flash mobs. Give me some news. Just give me.
The Dow.
Yo, the Dow market crashing.
I was watching the news.
Worse than 2008.
They said on a global scale, it's like destroying the whole fucking world. You know, on a global scale, the Dow's fucking.
This is the time where all the nations are gonna start turning their back on America, so they don't lose on all them investments. They're getting the fuck out while they can, man.
Keeps ending at like -400, -500.
Yeah, these other nations are starting to look at America like it says in Isaiah, "Are thou weak as we? Has thou become as weak as us?" All right, read. Continue with Revelations.
You got the mobs in London. You know, London.
Yeah, you got the London riots, the UK riots. All right, Greece, all over the place, man.
Spain, they was in Spain. The cops beating the shit out of them so-called Spanish people. 14 and 8, Revelations. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations.
All nations, all the other countries, okay, is partaking of America's bullshit, democracy, and philosophy. All right?
Drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
That's right. And that wine is referring to philosophy, all right? That's what that wine is. It ain't an actual drink. All right?
Read that top part again.
And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen. It's fallen. The great city.
It says the great city. Now, one thing I noticed, like a lot of Edomites like to say this, man. Like if something's going wrong in America, they'll say, how can America, this great city, be in this debt? Or how can America be like this? You know, like when I was watching that video with the dude that had the 2 degrees in PhD, he goes, how can America, the great city of America, had this guy homeless, basically.
Right.
So yeah, the proof that the city's talking about a whole nation, okay? Not just one city inside a country. It's referring to a whole land, okay? Which is America. It's going to be destroyed by nuclear, ICBM missiles. It's going to destroy America. Okay?
And the reason why they say that is because America at one time was the greatest superpower on the face of the planet.
Yeah,
just like all
that's why I said that great city.
Right. But it has reached the height. America's reached its height. It ain't gonna. It's not getting better from here. It's gonna get worse, right? That's the whole thing, man. The Most High set it up that way.
They call it the climax.
It reached its climax.
Now it's falling.
Now it's taking its fall, right?
Yeah.
It's reaching its decline, and that happened to every nation that ruled in wickedness. All right, that happened to every nation and every great, so-called great kingdom, because there's nothing great about this kingdom, and there was nothing great about this kingdom, all right? But what I'm just quoting what they say. America used to be one of the greatest kingdoms, like the other kingdoms in the ancient world, such as the Babylonian kingdom, okay, the Egyptian kingdom, the Romans, right? All them empires and all the kingdoms, what happened after they reached their peak, their height? They fucking fell, man. They fell like dominoes, all right? Like fucking dominoes, man.
Precept for it.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's Matthew 23 and 12. And whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased.
And wait a minute, doesn't that the word abased means to be brought down, right? To be destroyed.
Low,
yeah, to be brought low or destroyed, literally. All right. Now, don't they do that to America? Don't they exalt this place like it was the best place to ever live and everything else?
Yeah.
Like the brother was saying, that cracker was saying, was it a Edomite? The Edomite was saying, how could this happen to a great America? You know, exalting this place up.
Yeah, they try to
And-
spread democracy throughout